Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and good afternoon wherever you are, whether you're actually in the UK right now or, in the Caribbean there in St. Kitts or the USA, wherever you are, welcome, welcome, welcome. Really nice to actually have you here. My name is Carl Davis. I'm coming live from the UK right now, where it's actually a beautiful, beautiful sunny afternoon. And I'm sure and I'm hoping that it's nice and sunny wherever you are right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got an action-packed, fun-filled, amazing presentation to actually share with you this afternoon or this morning. But before I kick everything off, what I really want to do is just bring the lady to the front of the mic. For the reason why we're actually here today, we're actually launching, one of our newest business partners, business out there in Nevis right now, and really excited to really work with this lady. It's been an absolutely amazing experience, just having to actually work with this lady. It's just full of fun, always smiley. You can definitely hear it in her voice whenever you're talking to her. It's just really a pleasure to have somebody you can actually call a business partner who's just a bundle of joy. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring this lady to the mic, to just really just a few words as to why this business is so important to her and why the reason, she actually got started in this amazing home-based opportunity. Shanelle, are you on the line? Can you hear me loud and clear?
I am right here, Carl. I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Wonderful.
And good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon to you in the UK. And my name is Shanelle Simmons, as Carl introduced me, and I bring you warm greetings from Sweet Sugar City, St. Kitts, and Queen City, Nevis. And it is indeed a pleasure for me to be here this morning as a new business partner in this home-based travel business. And it is also a pleasure to have all of you joining us today. So you may be asking, okay, so why are you doing this? You have a 9 to 5 already or 8 to 5 already, but guess what? It's always been a case for me where I've been saying, hey, Shanelle, you need to get another job. A second income will not hurt. And, but my job as it is does not provide much flexibility to say a strict 9 to 4 or 8 to 5. So I said, okay, let me see what I can do, but still not sure exactly what I want to do. And then I think this current situation with COVID-19 and the ramifications just underscore the point and the need, the importance for me to find an opportunity and for me to act now. And so when I came across the opportunity, when it was introduced to me by one of our another business partners, Samantha, coincidentally at a supermarket while shopping, after I was shopping, I was happy to grab hold of the opportunity, and here I am today and starting out this business. So I'm extremely excited about it. And of course, the ultimate goal would be to have that financial leverage, to have that financial freedom, where you can do what you need to do in life and be comfortable with it and not having to be worried about it so much whilst having fun. That's important for me. Whatever job you're doing, you must have fun doing it. And one of my contacts here, Shalise, she has taught me that whatever job you're doing, you must have fun doing it. And so that's why I'm here doing this travel business today. I'm really excited about this opportunity, and I'm grateful to all the persons who have been instrumental for me being here, and all the support they've given me, Carl, the entire team David, team Carl, all of you, Samantha. I'm really excited about this opportunity and really excited to share it with anyone else who is on here as well. So, but I'm going to end it there in terms of my introduction and what I'm doing here before I get ahead of myself. And I'm going to turn it over to Carl Davis, who is our guest speaker for today. And he's also my personal business partner. Now, Carl has just been in this business for just over a year, and he has traveled to numerous places since. He is what is called a builder in this business. And he also is one of the top income earners in the UK and Europe. And, he has just been helping families internationally. So I'm very pleased to introduce you and turn you back over to our host, our guest speaker for today, Mr. Carl Davis. Carl?
Hey, thank you very much for that, Chanel. An absolutely amazing, amazing introduction. Thank you so much. It's been, as I said, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you. I'm very excited for your future and where we're actually going with your business. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to jump right into this because I'm super excited to actually share this information with you guys. So, a little bit about myself before I actually get started. I'm from the UK. Originally come from Jamaica. I've been over here now quite a number of years. When I was basically my work, one of the things that I noticed working in the broadcast and engineering background was that there's a lot of people doing what I was doing. A lot of engineers working good 15, 20 years, a lot longer than I was. And they just did not have the freedom, the lifestyle, the sort of things that I always wanted and all those things that I was always looking for, in my life. They're still complaining about the lack of time, the lack of money. And I thought, well, wait a second, you've been doing this job for 15 odd years, a lot longer than I have. They were a lot better than I was. And I thought, well, if I was to get to the point of where you are telling me this is kind of like what I've got to look forward to? So, at the time when I saw this opportunity, I was definitely looking. I knew, just like Chanel, I needed to find another way of how I can actually leverage my time and leverage my income, because I knew that, the 9 to 5 definitely wasn't cutting it. So luckily for me, a couple of years ago, somebody came to me and basically said to me, Carl, listen, you need to find a way to leverage your income, and I can definitely show that to you. So I was shown this opportunity, and, hands down, I was like, yes, this is it, because I definitely had a passion for travel. And if there's anyone on the line who definitely loves the idea of traveling or love the idea of actually seeing many different places in the world, you want to find a way that you can actually make that the fun thing to do and at the same time develop an income from it. So ladies and gentlemen, this is why we have PlanNet Marketing. So I want to welcome you to PlanNet Marketing, the best place on the planet. I want you to come on a journey with me. I want you to imagine what financial freedom means to you. Now, to many different people, this means different things. Some people just means, just having the chance to have all their bills paid in one go. Maybe you want to pay that yearly bill off in one go without having to worry about it. How about walking into a restaurant and not really having to worry about the cost? Maybe reading that bill or reading the menu from left to right rather than from right to left to see what you can actually afford on that particular night. Just living the life how you want to live. How about personal freedom? You see, there was a time in our life when we did actually have this. We could literally wake up out of the bed whenever, whatever time we want, no matter care in the world. Maybe the things that you used to do as you're actually growing up before the pressures of life came in, or the job, or, there were certain other responsibilities came in. Now you can no longer have that personal freedom. Maybe it's a hobby that you used to do that you can no longer do. And how about having the chance to actually go back and pursuing those personal dreams and so on? But to me, ladies and gentlemen, this is by far one of the most important ones for me, the time freedom. You see, many of us know exactly how much money we got in the bank, or maybe how much money we don't have in the bank, but we just don't know how much time we have. And as you know, right now, there's a lot of things going on in the world where there's a lot of time that's been cut short for many people because we just don't know what's around the corner. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to spend a lot more time with my family, but there's one thing that was actually taking me away from that freedom was the job, was my boss. I was spending more time with my boss and colleagues than I was with the ones that I actually really love. You see, here at PlanNet Marketing, what we're going to basically do is to show you how you can design your ideal life. When I heard that, I thought, wow, how do you actually show someone that can design their own life? Well, we're going to show you how you can actually earn more, travel more, save more, and experience more. We're going to show you how you can actually build a strong network, embrace and empower yourself and others with an unlimited income opportunity. We're going to benefit from e-commerce, where you can actually work from anywhere, anytime, with no inventories and no quotas. And also, you're going to be shown how you can actually become a travel professional. You're going to be able to earn travel commissions and learn the secrets of the travel professional, all this without the need for a second job. This is not a give up your job day. This is not a give up your job afternoon. This is something you can literally do alongside anything else you're currently doing right now. And as I firmly believe, 2 jobs are supposed to be for 2 people. So who are we? Well, the gentleman on your screen is Mr. Donald Bradley. He's the chairman, the founder, and he's the first of the Millionaire Mentorship, which Shanelle now has at her disposal. You see, a lot of times in life, before we don't really know where we can actually go or how to actually gain the success and the freedom we want, is because we don't have the guidance, we don't have the mentorship to really show us how to actually get that. You know, right now, Shanelle has a first Millionaire Mentorship, Mr. Donald Bradley. He's a visionary behind this amazing company. PlanNet Marketing is a 4-year-old company. Mr. Donald Bradley is a documented 7-figure income earner through this amazing industry. PlanNet Marketing is, as I said, is 4-year-old. They've actually got reps in over 20 different countries. And right now we have over 57,000 agents, in this amazing company worldwide. We're an online business provider, and we're based out of Atlanta, Georgia. And when Mr. Donald Bradley put this business together, he wanted a solid company leadership team. Now, one of the first few phone calls he made was to Mr. Andy Coffin. Now, Mr. Andy Coffin, he's got decades of executive management in corporate operations. He's got marketing and sales experience. He's known how to manage billion-dollar global businesses. I mean, obviously, that's a pretty large business. He knows a thing or two about managing enormous business. But and very important for us here in the UK is that he's got international experience. You see, this company is no good to actually just have someone who knows just how business runs in USA. You now need a business that's going to be global. So you need someone who has the experience to know how to deal in different waters in different regions of the world to make sure that we're totally legal and compliant in wherever we actually work. The second phone call he made was to Miss Leanne Treckler. She manages our chief operating officer. So she manages all our support queries. So we've got a dedicated support line that in case anything goes on in our business as we're in the field or so on, we can actually call up the dedicated support line who's a very courteous, very positive individuals, and they will help you with any kind of problems you have with your business. So that made me feel good. Now, this is who we're partnered with. This is IntelliTravel, and the gentleman on your screen is a second of the Millionaire Mentorship which Shanelle has at her disposal. Mr. James Ferrara, he's a co-founder and president of IntelliTravel. IntelliTravel is a leading innovator in travel for the last 25 plus years. You see, these guys are the originators of the home-based travel business. They basically took the idea that why don't we just show people how they can now book travel for their own means, from the comfort of their own home, and actually now pay them the commissions, which are normally going out to sales and advertising agencies and stuff like so. Let people advertise their own business, and we bring those commissions back to them. IntelliTravel have all the accreditation and the certification from the likes of CLIA, IATA, the part of Better Business Bureau, the BBB, recognized for their excellence in the travel industry, and they're based out of Delray Beach, Florida. Now, we've got an exclusive partnership with IntelliTravel. You see, PlanNet Marketing sells the ability for you to become a travel business owner, an independent travel business owner, and IntelliTravel, well, they basically sell everything to do with travel and in the travel and leisure industry. You see, you cannot become an IntelliTravel agent unless you go through a PlanNet Marketing rep, so someone just like Shanelle. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're talking about. You see, I can go on all afternoon, talking about all the excellence which IntelliTravel has achieved over the last number of years, because this company has been getting awards year in, year out. I mean, they're extremely recognized in the travel industry. But you see, I'm just going to let the industry do all the talking for you. The most important thing that you want to know is that you're going to be looking at a business that has the excellence and the actual accreditation, from people like the Better Business Bureau. I mean, not many companies out there have this prestigious award to actually put their name. So we're talking about you basically getting paid on commissions that are going to be booked anyway. You see, I mean, did you know that commissions already booked in everything that you actually already booking? Absolutely. So we want you to enjoy the infinite possibilities of actually becoming a business owner. You see, you can now have the ability to actually book family reunions, common interest groups, and much more. Wedding. How many people actually know someone who's actually getting married, in the near future? There's always weddings going on one way or another. Right now, a destination wedding is the thing to do because it's a lot cheaper. It feels like a holiday, and it feels like you're actually getting more for your money. You could be that person getting in the way of that and becoming that wedding specialist, maybe destination weddings and anniversaries, group travels, sports teams, church retreats, and corporate holidays, you could be that person there. Now, what do you have access to? Well, Shanelle has the ability to now book cruises, vacation packages, tours, car rentals, airline tickets, hotel rooms, resorts, travel insurance, sports and entertainment tickets, train tickets, vacation rentals, excursions, villas, condos, anything in the travel and leisure industry, she now has at her disposal, basically because she is now a travel insider. So why travel and why now? There's so many other different businesses out there. Well, travel is the $8 trillion industry right now. It's projected to grow towards the 15 trillion a year industry. Absolutely amazing, to be involved in a business that's still on the grow rather than one that's now like, they can, dipped off or so and there's no longer room for actual growth. This business is still going to be a massive business despite anything else that's going on. I mean, right now, travel is like, expected to grow over 200% in terms of what's been booked for year 2021. Right now, not many people actually traveling, but as soon as they get to go ahead, they want to go on those trips that they've always wanted to go. You take something away from somebody, they want to basically start doing it again. It's the number one research word on the internet right now. Mainly, it's probably been done between the hours of 9 to 5. The baby boomers are still fueling this industry. You see, they've now got a bit more time on their hands. They now want to start taking off those bucket lists and actually getting those trips that they always wanted to basically take. And the millennials, hot on their heels, still spending an incredible $200 million annually, because they want to basically get those trips out before they have to knuckle down to like a job where they see their parents just don't have much time for actually traveling. So they want to get that out while they can. As soon as the education is finished, they want to be traveling. And then you've got the Generation Z. These guys are the digital generation, the jet setters, the pleasure travelers. They want to mix business and leisure. Forget about the idea of business or pleasure. No, we're here for leisure. And you know what? We're going to have some business going in that as well. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a business that spans every different generation and also every different age group. There's no this is not just lotion and potions. We are now selling beaches and oceans, to anyone who basically wants to travel. And why is this? Because everyone's got one of these in their hands right now. A mobile phone, because we're now talking about you getting paid on what people are already doing. Almost everyone that is traveling or wants to travel. So what can you earn? Well, we're talking about between 70 to 80% of the commissions are now going to get paid back to Shanelle as an independent ITA. Now, she's partnered with all the major vendors worldwide. There's no third-party intermediaries. We've got the reserve inventory of group cruise blocks, the best in customer support and services, and she's also got an agent training module, which is second to none. So all the training is now done and available to her, free of charge, at her disposal. So she can actually learn in her own time, at her own flexibility. We're talking about her having her own personalized website with her own email marketing program, business cards, sales tools, print advertising material, and much more. Everything that she needs and everything that you'll need to basically show yourself as a travel professional in this industry, as well as a customer management software. So how much can you earn? Well, let's take a look at some recent bookings that went through one of our agents' portal. We're talking about a frequent business traveler who's actually been able to actually book a free night hotel stay 3 times a month, booked through your portal. Not necessarily something that you've got to do. This could be something that the customer can easily go to your website and do automatically by themselves. You'll still earn yourself $150, 20-cent commission, and then you didn't even have to have anything to do with it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about, golf trips. We're talking about a 5-day golf trip, to the Scottsdale, Arizona for a group of 4. It doesn't have to be golf. It could be like a ladies' weekend. It could be a lads' weekend. It could be anything at all. It could be even people going away and celebrating honeymoons now, or even celebrating divorces. Apparently that's a thing, but now that could be all done through your own travel business from home, and you could be earning $274.86 all through your own business. I'm not too sure if you've got anyone who's actually looking to get married very soon, but how about you getting involved, or you getting in the way and actually sorting out that happy couple's honeymoon for them? Well, you can actually now be booking an all-inclusive 7-night stay in a resort in Cancun complete with a butler service, you know, to really make that like wedding and that whole occasion so much more special and have lifelong memories. You could be that person involved, and you could be that person responsible for really making this happen. And then from that, you'll be earning yourself $561.79 for really creating lifelong memories for that happy couple. How about cruises? I know we've got some people who don't like flying. Hey, I don't mind it, but we do definitely have some people who don't like flying. How about cruising? You know, you could be that person again, sorting out a lovely 5-day group cruise of a family, booking like 20 cabins for a Western Caribbean cruise and literally coming away with $2,240. Keep an eye on that price, ladies and gentlemen, because you see, that price is very like, you know, that could be someone's wages after tax for every month. Imagine if you were to sort that out, you know, maybe one of these cruises every month for the next number of months. I mean, would that make a difference to your lifestyle if you could be walking away $240 every single month? Absolutely. And there's agents right now doing this and booking these cruises, you know, every single like every month or so. So it's definitely possible. Now we're talking about you having fun, learning and earning, because there's nothing better than an educated travel professional. You see, none of us are going to be travel professionals overnight. None of us actually come into this business as travel gurus unless you've actually got a background in travel, but most of us don't. So IntelliTravel have got this sorted out for you already. They've got an inventory of training information that is at your disposal, that Shanelle now has at her disposal, so she can now start positioning herself and as like, you know, from the client perspective and become better educated. We've got things that's known as IntelliTrips. You know, you can become better educated on the vendors and the industry product. You can acquire vendor specific certification at your own pace. Let's say that you love Disney. You've always wanted to learn about Disney. Now you've got a chance to actually take the Disney College of Knowledge and have a certified certification to show that you've actually now gone through the Disney College of Knowledge, and now you've got a certificate to actually go with it. You can now put that in your wall, on a wall, or frame that on in a home. Next time your friends come around and they see that lovely certificate, you know what they're going to be asking you. How do you get a Disney certificate? You know, you can become a specialist in any part of the area, any part of the world that you really, really love. Let's say that you actually love going to like the Middle East. You want to learn about the Middle East. You want to go to the Far East. You want to learn about the Far East. You can now educate yourself in any of those areas in your own time. And you've actually got like the chance for you to actually go through each level of the certification and position yourself, you know, so that you can actually now have increased earnings. The more you learn is the more you're going to basically earn. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, this is some of our trips that we actually have. We're talking about IntelliTrips where, you know, you are going to be positioned so that you can actually experience these, the likes of the industry from a first-hand perspective. You know, we're talking about 4 nights in Montego Bay, in Jamaica, where agents are now going to be only asked to pay $99 per person at this amazing 4-star accommodation in Montego Bay. I mean, you cannot get these prices anywhere unless you're an insider in the travel industry like Shanelle is right now. So I heard you talk. You heard me talk about Disney. We also have Disney IntelliTrips, where you can actually go to Disney for 3 nights in Disneyland, and agents are only going to spend $399. I mean, sometimes you can only get into the park for free, $399, not much anything else that you're going to actually do. So to actually have this price available to you as a travel insider, it does definitely make sense. Now, cruising. I absolutely love cruising. And this particular ship here, ladies and gentlemen, I had the pleasure of being on just last year, September, when I was fortunate to actually visit numerous different Caribbean islands on a 7-night trip on this Royal Caribbean cruise liner, the Allure of the Seas. And I used this ship as my classroom for 7 days. That doesn't mean I was actually stuck in a room for 7 days, but I wanted to find out as much about the ship as possible. I was walking around that particular place in the middle there at 1 o'clock in the morning. I want to see what it felt like. What does it feel like to walk around a ship at 1 o'clock in the morning? What does it feel like to be in sliding down those slides or zip lining across, these particular rooms, absolutely amazing. See, now I can actually talk about the ship from my own personal experience rather than something that I've actually read or a video I've actually watched. And this is the fact that, I was able to actually go on the ship for as little as $399 for an ocean view cabin, or it was a $559 for a balcony cabin. We're not talking about internal cabins here. We're talking about ocean view. Every cabin you've got with a view, so you can actually pull your curtains every single day and see a different island as you basically wake up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it means to be a travel insider, so that you can actually now position yourself from experience, not something you've actually read. So IntelliTravel, they know that everyone's going to join into this business, not necessarily being in business before. So they've actually put a number of assurances in place so that you can feel comfortable in starting a business that you may not have thought about before. The first assurance that they have is the best travel price guarantee. What does that mean? Well, that means that if you book, or if a customer books something on your website and they find it cheaper within that first week, let's say that it's the same thing, the same hotel, the same flight, apples for apples, pears for pears, it's got to be the same type of trip, but they find it cheaper. Well, IntelliTravel will say, okay, we'll try and match that price. If we cannot match the price, we will actually give that customer 110% of the difference of that price in the form of a voucher. So the next time they look to actually come with you, at least they've actually now got the discount that they'll actually get from that booking through that voucher. And the great thing is, you've now got a happy customer. They know that they've got a voucher to use the next time they want to book with you. And you're a happy person, because you're going to have a returning customer, and they'll have to come back through to you to book their next trip. You've also got what's known as a 100% money back guarantee. This is beautiful, because that means that you could try this business out for 30 days. And anything that happens within that 30 days that you're not happy with, you could simply get your full money back without no questions asked. You could literally kick the tires, and find out what's it like to really being inside in the travel industry. What can I book? What can't I book? What can I do? And really just try this business out, and then if it's not for you, hey, day 29, day 28, you can basically, cancel and get your full money back. And then they've also got this, what's known as a unique profit guarantee. Ladies and gentlemen, this doesn't necessarily happen in hardly any business out there, any conventional business. But what you got is, you could be in this business for 365 days, a year in this business, and if for some reason you haven't earned enough money in terms of commissions based on what you spent for keeping your business going, IntelliTravel would look at that and said, okay, we can see Shanelle, she's done what she needed to do. She's done a bit of course. She's tried to do the exams. She's done some, training. She tried to book some hotels. We can see that she definitely played her part in that first year. But for some reason, she spent $500 in her business, but she's only made $300 in terms of commissions. Right. Okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to cut her a check for $200. So now her business is now broken even. If not, it's already in profit. So ladies and gentlemen, when I saw this and I heard this, I thought to myself, I don't know where I can lose. I don't see how I can lose. I said to my wife, I really don't know. I mean, there's only one thing that comes to mind right now, and that's peace of mind. I mean, I was already in business. I knew what it was like to be in business. I know that most business don't actually make a profit until at least year 3 to 4. So right now they're talking about I could be in profit already within my first year. I mean, already I was like, yes, okay, let's really give this thing a go. If this is what they're saying, let's really put them to the test. I mean, so ladies and gentlemen, I saw that and I thought, okay, let's go. I was already sold on the idea. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you've seen so far, if you like the idea of actually being a travel business owner, and you like the idea of actually going on some of those IntelliTrips, you like the idea of actually being the person who can actually say, well, okay, I want to see what it's like to sample these beaches and sample these IntelliTrips and learn about the travel as a travel insider. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the first way, and that's the travel part of the business for you. I now want to take you to a different sort of level. I want to now put your business hat on. I want to now show you how we can now start building a network that's going to basically take advantage of leveraged and residual income. You see, we like to take advice from people in business who know a thing or two about how to make money and how to actually build successful business. Mr. Warren Buffett, he says he's the 4th richest person in the world if you don't actually know who this gentleman is. Now, he says, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. Now, who or what do you feel is the best person to invest in? Think for a moment. That would be you, right? You are the best person to actually invest in. So who's he talking about? Definitely you've got to invest in yourself, to create a second source so that when it gets to the fact of in retirement, you don't have too much more life left at the end of your money. A lot of us are going through life right now. We've got so much more money left at the end of our money every single month. We don't want to get to the point of where we've actually got so much more life left at the end of the money that we didn't actually make because we couldn't even afford to live on that first bit of money. So I want to take you through now our residual, our leverage income. How exactly does residual income work? Well, let's take it this way. I want to click on somebody on the line now. Let's say that we have Erla. Erla is now a travel business owner. She's seen this business just like what I basically saw and says, absolutely, I want to give this a shot. So Erla, she gets started in her own travel business. Basically, she knows a couple of people. She knows Julie, they went to school together. And Erla says, hey, Julie, listen, I know you love to travel. And now if I can share with you a way of how you can actually do those same travel that you're going to do anyway, but now get the commissions on those travels that you're going to book. Would you be open to have a look? Well, Julie says, well, absolutely. I love traveling. I'm a travel professional. I love to travel. I've got a passion for travel. Show me. So Erla basically now shows Julie the same information that I just went over. Julie looks at this and goes, okay, right. That makes total sense. I'm in. Where do I go to get started? So Julie gets started. Erla now basically gets paid what's known as a direct sale. She gets a $50, for any direct sales. The beauty is Erla can share this business to as many different people as she wants. There's no limit to how many people she can actually share this with. Right now, Erla has 4 different individuals in this example that she's now basically share this with. She's going to get $50 for everyone that starts in their own travel business. Okay, so Julie gets started. Julie now says, wait a sec, I have a whole bunch of people that I know that love to travel. And a lot of these people just also want to find a way to actually earn a second income in their spare time. So Julie goes out and shares the same information with those individuals, to say, hey guys, if I could share with you a way of how you can actually do the same traveling, but now do it for your own online business from home and now earn the commissions for everything that you're actually doing, do you think that would make sense? Those individuals look at their business and they also get started. Julie now gets paid $50 for anyone gets started in her business. Now, if it wasn't for Erla sharing the opportunity with Julie and anyone that Julie introduced would probably never know about this business. So it's only fair that the company says, you know what, we're going to also look after Erla and we're going to pay Erla 50% match on whatever goes through Julie's business from that point onwards. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're talking about here is anyone that you introduce this business to, you are now financially tied to that person for the length and time that they're actually in this business. So therefore, it's only in your interest to help them to succeed. Let's say that Erla introduced Julie. Julie now makes $100. Well, Erla's going to earn $50. If Julie makes $500, Julie's now going to earn $250. Julie now gets very rich. Erla is going to get half very rich, right? This is exactly what we're saying. We're talking about basically compensating everybody and make sure everybody is paid, for the level of work they do, because, this is a sharing business. And all we're basically doing is sharing the opportunity to everybody to actually find a way to actually move forward. So the other way we actually get paid is what's known as the additional bonus, which is basically your team bonus. Now, how does this work? Well, Erla has now got 9 individuals that she's now shared this opportunity with. Once you've actually got 9 individuals, you're now going to be known as what's known as a goal builder. As you become a goal builder, and you now basically give yourself a pay rise, anyone else who joins your business from that point onwards, whether you introduce them or not, you will now get paid an additional $10 for every single one person that joins your business. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about you having business not just in one country, but in 20 different countries, as I said before. So you could be getting paid in pounds, you could be getting paid in pesos, you could be getting paid in dollars, you could be getting paid in a whole bunch of different currencies, you know, from simply basically starting an organization, you know, right here. And we call this In Spite of You Income. We've got like presentations happening almost every single day that you could be sharing and exposing different people to the business. So what I want to talk to you about now is what's known as our PlanNet Marketing Builder program. Because when I got started, I wanted to know, what do I need to do? What's the first things that I need to do to actually see myself as actually moving forward? Well, gentleman that shared the opportunity says, well, Carl, share the opportunity. Share the business to 3 people. Share the business to 3 people. Those individuals get started in their own business. You now going to be recognized as a bronze builder. You share the opportunity again to another 3 people, and those individuals get started in their own business, and we're going to help them. You will now recognized as a silver builder. And once you actually share the opportunity with 6 individuals, and you're being recognized as a gold builder, this is where you now give yourself a pay rise. Now, how does that look? Well, as I said before, once Erla like shares this opportunity and she becomes a gold builder, everyone that joins her business from that point onwards, she's now going to get $10 for anyone that joins her business, whether they live in the UK here, the USA, in the St. Kitts, it doesn't matter where. You're going to get $10 for everyone that joins your business. From that point, you're also going to get what's known as a 10% match on personal ITA's travel commissions. How does that work? Well, Erla's a gold builder. She's just sponsored Julie. Julie now is an absolutely, she loves traveling. She knows so much about traveling. She's now booked that cruise that we just basically spoke about. That cruise where that person just booked 20 cabins, and she's now got $2,200 and also dollars for that cruise. Well, Julie has just literally earned herself $2,200 for booking that cruise for a family of 20. Family of 20 cabins for family reunion. Now, because Erla is a gold builder and she's direct to Julie, Erla is now going to get 10% of that commission that the company is paid in addition, to not taken away from Julie's commission, but paid in addition to that commission. So, Erla is going to get $220 for a cruise she knew nothing about, for a cruise she wasn't even invited to, but all she knows that, someone booked a cruise and she just got 10% commission on that cruise because she's a gold builder. So ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about, yes, the key, get yourself to gold as quickly as soon as you can, because that's where you now be able to give yourself a pay rise literally every single week. And then you also got the 10% match on personal reps commissions, matrix commissions. And this is what we're talking about now, where you can actually build a residual income base. You see, we all know how residual bills work. The bills that just keep coming in every single month, whether you like them or you don't, they'll just keep coming in their multiples. How about having a residual income source to help you pay for those residual bills? I mean, if you're not too sure or familiar with residual bill, think about the music industry, where you have what's known as, gosh, I've lost the word now, where you actually got, when the artists sing the songs and they got royalties for every song that they basically sing. So as an artist, we're talking about serious Michael Jackson, Prince Money, all these artists that are no longer here with us, but they've sung some amazing songs over the years. And do you know that Michael Jackson's estate is still one of the most highest gross paid estates in the music industry, although that gentleman is no longer with us, bless his soul. But because of the music and the work he's done from all them years ago, he will still continue to get paid. Why can't we get to the point of where we've done the work once and we will continue to get paid month in, month out? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call residual income, okay? And how does residual income work? Well, as you go through and build your business, you've got this matrix, which is going to be opened up as soon as you introduce 2 individuals into their own business. And that matrix is going to have $4 that literally goes through the entire matrix on the entire month of every, as those business partners keep their business open. So let's say you've now introduced 2 people to your business who now got started in their own travel business from home. Doesn't matter where they are, in the UK, USA, Caribbean. You've got a maximum of 9 individuals who can now be part of that organization. From that point onwards, you will be getting paid $48 every single month for those individuals in their own business. As you go through and you hit those different ranks that we're talking about, those different levels of introducing different business partners to their own business, you become like a bronze builder between, you know, having 3, 4, and 5 business partners. And then, you know, you've got a maximum of 243 individuals who can be part of that business. You can now be getting $1,452 per month. How many people would actually do an extra $1,452 until the times get better? Quite a few of us, right? And as you actually go through building this business, you would also now get, like, you know, introduced to 6, 7, and 8 individuals in your business. You become a silver builder. And as I said, you know, once you actually go to the point of introducing to 9 individuals to the business, you've now got a maximum of 19,683 individuals who could be part of your organization. And with $4 going through that industry almost every single month, we're talking about $118,092 going through, getting paid to you on every single month, whether you like it or you don't. Now, how many people here on this line today knows 19,000 people? None of us, right? I certainly don't know 19,000 people, but the thing is, I don't need to. I only need to know 9 open-minded, ambitious people who's looking to change their life and do something, you know, more than actually settle for the 9 to 5. You know, I've really found one sharp person who is like, you know, Shanelle. Shanelle is now, you know, in business for herself, and she's looking to go to gold as soon as possible because she wants to change their circumstances right now. We're not talking to find double figures here. We're talking about 9 individuals that you somewhat care about or want to help to actually change their life. Will help you to help these individuals to also do the same thing again. So, you know, we can find 9, who I'm sure we can actually help to find 9, who could then find 9, and then from there onwards, those individuals are all in their own independent businesses, and they will also be doing whatever they need to do to build their business. And we're just going to help every single one of them. So once you actually help 9 to find 9 and so on, your business grows. You will get to the point of where you've got 100 people in your organization. Now, it's not impossible, I can tell you that, you know. Once you've got 100 people in your business, this is not 100 people that you've personally introduced to the business, because you might only have 9 or 10 or 12, but once you've got 100 people who's actually in your business, you're now going to be known as a 1-star director. Now, we've got a number of different 1-star directors, you know, hundreds of 1-star directors here in the in PlanNet Marketing. But at that point, once you hit the 1-star director, you will now have an additional $500 minimum coming to you on the 1st of every month, you know, whether you like it or not. And anyone that joins your business from that point onwards, you'll now get paid an additional $20. You know, I remember before it was only $10 when you went to gold. Now as a 1-star director, that's $20 for anyone that joins your organization. Obviously, you're not going to know about every single one that joins your business, but all you know that anyone that does sign up in your organization and actually open their own travel business, you're going to get paid a $20 bonus for everyone that joins. Then once you actually become a 2-star director, you've got 300 independent travel agents in the organization. You're going to now get paid $1,000 every single month and $30 for everyone that joins your business. A 3-star director, that individual has a minimum of 500 independent travel agents in the organization, and that's $2,000 every single month, whether they get out of bed or they don't. That's going to be getting paid into their bank account, you know, whether they like it or not, and $40 for anyone that joins. And this goes down all the way to the 5-star directors. It's got like 4,000 ITAs in their organization, $10,000 every single month on the 1st of every month. Doesn't matter what day the 1st falls on. It could even be a Sunday. You know, that money is going to get paid to that individual. Okay. This company is very proud to know that he's actually got his first, you know, 1-star, 6-star director, the first millionaire income earner, this gentleman by the name of Mr. Cedric White, who is like, his background was a waiter in Papa Do's. You know, he, like, just after 4 years of being in this business, is now the first $1 million income earner as a 6-star director. And as you can see, this goes all the way up to 9-star director. Ladies and gentlemen, I would ask you the question: how many of you currently have a wealth strategy in mind right now? How many of you actually thought about your retirement and wonder where that retirement is going to look like? Well, if you're actually on this line and you're actually part of this business, you already got your wealth strategy right here and now. So I want to take you through to what's known as our Presidential Ring and Rolex program. Now, I know Shanelle is there smiling. She's looking at those diamond rings and thinking, oh my gosh, they could look perfect on my finger. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Donald Bradley, he loves sports. He's an avid sports fan. I mean, if you know anything about American football, or basketball, they literally have what's known as a championship playoff every single year. And the team who win that championship playoff are awarded with a championship ring for that particular year. Well, Mr. Don Bradley, because he loves his sports, you know, and he wanted to reward his champions that are going out there and changing families' lives, you know, across the globe. He wanted to reward those individuals with their own personalized ring, you know, that he's now created. So once you actually become a 3-star director and earning become a 6-figure income earner, you're now going to be rewarded what's known as the Sapphire Ring, which basically shows the income status that you are, and it's going to have your own personalized name on it. It's going to be customized with your personal name and the year of when you actually hit that particular rank. Once you become a 4-star director, you'll be earning now $250,000 a year. You're going to be awarded a Ruby Wing wearer. And again, you know, we're talking about like, you know, $250,000 earner. And then once you become a 5-star ring director, you're now going to be a $500,000 income earner, $500,000 a year annually, you know, and residually that you'll be turning over in your business. You're going to be rewarded a diamond ring wearer. And at that point onwards, Mr. Donald Bradley would also reward those individuals with a custom built, personalized, you know, Rolex watch, again, for the achievement of what they've actually done. And as I said, you know, we've also got our $1 million income earner, Mr. Cedric White, who basically sports the double diamond ring, literally turning over $1 million a year. Ladies and gentlemen, I could tell you that, you know, these individuals are nothing different than you. They've only just basically started the business that you're starting. They've started the business and basically just put their mind to it and says, you know what? I want to do something different. I could see a way. I love traveling and I want to go out there and help a lot of families to travel better and also change their lives, you know, actually work on their futures. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to bring someone to the line. I'd love to bring one of these ring wearers to the line so you can actually hear exactly, you know, how this business has changed a very humble person, you know, to actually now being able to help well over 5,000 individuals worldwide, and basically really just show you what it's like to be a travel professional. This gentleman here is what we call a 3-star director. He's a top income earner in the UK and Europe, and basically he's one of the founding directors. He's a reason why this business is here in the UK. If it wasn't for this gentleman here, none of this probably wouldn't be looking the same way. And he's literally working very closely with the founder and CEO, Mr. Donald Bradley, you know, and he's my personal mentor and also the person who's going to really, you know, show you what it's like to be, you know, a 3-star director in this business. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to the line Mr. David Acosta, our 3-star director. Mr. David Acosta, are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here, Carl. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. And again, a fantastic presentation. I always get very, very, very excited when I see this presentation. Even though I might have seen it 17,238 times, but, you know, it doesn't stop the fact that this opportunity has helped change thousands of lives. I'm very proud to say that our organization here is well over 5,300 people. We're talking from, you know, parts of the Caribbean to London to Scotland to, of course, USA. You know, it's such an amazing idea that we can partner, network, and build strong, lifelong relationships with people around the world. We can earn income from different currencies around the world in different time zones around the world, and especially during these rough times that we're in, just to have some hope. You know, if everybody in the world just had a bit more hope, I think the things you're seeing on social media, the way people are behaving or reacting, would be very different if most of the world had hope. Now, most of the world doesn't have hope, unfortunately. They're in positions where other men and women are in control of their income, their salary. If they're furloughed, if they lose their job, if they're going to get a stimulus check, if they're going to get this, if they're going to get that. You know, and whenever another man or woman is in control of you and your family's finances, you know, something that unfortunately in this world that we need in money, that's a problem. Now, if that person cares for you, your family, your children, exactly the same way that you care, then it's okay, because you will never put your family in harm's way and you'll always do what's best for you and your family. But the problem is they don't even know your friends or family. Sometimes they don't even know you. You can be a number, you know, a statistic that for them is just an overhead, it's a write-off, it's something that they delete on the Excel spreadsheet because it's not good for the company. But for you, you want to put yourself in control, in position to take over the finances for your family, for your future family, so you can live life to the full and live life on purpose. And that's what this opportunity in PlanNet Marketing has done for me. For myself personally, PlanNet Marketing has been able to pay me over $11,000 a month. It's changed everything for me, meaning, I now have time, financial freedom, the ability for me to have been able to travel over 100 times in the last 4 years. For yourself, Carl, to travel around the world. And for anyone tuning in today, this is just the beginning. We're only just getting started. So I want to dive into this presentation and really go over what it all means, for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats. We're going to close out now. We're not going to be long, but we're going to be strong. I love the fact that it's a very transparent company, very transparent. We don't need to, over-sensationalize things. It's very simple. It's travel, it's work from home, and you get paid weekly and monthly. Nobody needs a sales pitch. We're very proud that, over 80% of the people that do this do it on a part-time basis. It's willable. This is what we're most proud about. Meaning you can really work a business like this for 1 year, for maybe 5 months, 2 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it takes you to become a director, where you start earning over $1,000 a month. And that income now becomes willable. The PlanNet Pledge we have right in front of you states, God forbid, if anything happened to you, your weekly, monthly, and residual income from this business will be passed to your heir, your next of kin, someone you can choose it to. So just imagine building up from now till March next year. You build up an income of $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, 5, 10. And if anything happened to you, as we know, life can be short sometimes, that income will instantly go to someone you choose it to. That's so powerful. So as we move on, we're going to show you that it's a true business in a box. All the things that you need for a turnkey business is there for you. The tools, we have an amazing app. We have great videos, marketing, websites, already designed for you that you can jump on board and use straight away. Training, phenomenal training on marketing. So you can learn, how do I share this business with friends, family, skeptical people, positive people, ambitious people, lazy, negative people? How do I share this with anybody? And training on travel. How do I book a cruise? How is the travel industry going to bounce back from what's going on right now? How can I position myself to be even more educated in travel so I can sell more trips and make more income? And events, of course, we have events pretty much every single day online, teaching you how to book travel, teaching you how to share your business, and just to socialize. We have a great online culture. And as the world changes and goes back to how it was before, of course, we have physical events that will be happening all over the States and all over the world. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are really looking forward to this in terms of events around the world. The Gaylord Palm, Orlando, Florida. I mean, comment in the box. I want to find out what state you are from. If you're from the US and you're tuning into this webinar today, where are you based? If you're from the UK as well, as we know, we've got people from all over. Where in the country, where in the world are you based? Because if you're based anywhere in Florida, Orlando, you definitely have to be here. September this year, sorry. God willing, we're all going to have, an amazing convention where you can really, get recognized and rewarded for the hard work you're doing for the company and yourself. So as we move on, ladies and gentlemen, we want to talk about the other events we have where we are going to do edutainment. Now, that means education and entertainment at the same time. This is one of the best hotels I've been to in my whole life. And I've traveled over 100 times in the last 4 years internationally. This is I would call it a 6-star hotel. Phenomenal. And we're going to be here for a ridiculous price. Travelodge prices for 5, 6-star hotels is what we do, not just alone, but with thousands of other people and our millionaire mentor, Donald Bradley. It's going to be a very special occasion to learn and to have fun. Now, I know you want to find out how to get started. A quick recap: you get started, you help somebody else, you get paid. 6 different ways to get paid by helping other people. 7th way of getting paid, booking travel. Phenomenal. Now, what's the joining cost? Who wants to know how to get started? Let's dive in. I don't need to do a drum roll. I don't need to do a sales pitch or, put any fireworks up. Some companies charge, thousands of dollars, to own a business. But this is a tangible, very lucrative, weekly and monthly paying residual-based business that is willable. That alone right there is a virtual round of applause. But, you know, for $199.90, less than $200, you can be involved in not just a travel business, but the largest industry in the world, being able to work with all the major suppliers such as Disney, American Airlines, Spirit Airlines, and all the major companies that you've ever seen or known before. Now, $19.95 from that goes towards the marketing. So you can build a team of people around the world and get paid weekly and monthly. $179.95 from that goes towards a travel agency within teletravel. So you can have your own website where you can book travel if you have the time, or people can go to your site to book themselves if you don't have the time. And a total of just under $200 and a monthly investment to run your business and all the websites, all the training, everything you get, less than $60 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, this is truly a phenomenal opportunity for you. Now, as we close out, you know, I will be remiss if I didn't mention that, you know, we are really appreciative of the time you've given us. Someone invited you here to a webinar, and so many people didn't turn up. So many people had something more important to do than to see this. Now, for me, this webinar that I tuned into 3.5 years ago, where I saw this business, was the most important 20, 30 minutes of my life, because it's changed everything. My whole generational tree from today onwards will be financially secure. Just imagine if you were born into Steve Jobs' family tree, meaning the work he done making Apple as a company means you will never worry financially again. Now, you've taken a decision to not, instead of, you know, watching Netflix or, you know, just being chilling at home, you made a decision to tune into a webinar. It may not be for you, but if it is for you, congratulations, and we really appreciate your time. You may have just made one of the best decisions in your household ever. Number threes will say no thank you, and that's okay. Number twos, we'll have some questions. When we finish, we're going to open up the line. So if you're a guest and you're seeing this for the first time, please don't be shy and fire away any question. We are here to answer any question that you may have. And as we move on, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you to the best place on the planet. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. You've taken that step to be here today. So we welcome you to join us, making a decision that could impact your lives forever. No sales pitch needed. It's travel. There's a lot of money to be made, and we're going to hold your hand, support you to make your first $100, your first $500, your first $1,000, and that's when you start to become a lot more independent and confident that this is a great opportunity for you and your family. So I'm going to pass over back to Carl, and we're going to open up the lines to get any questions for anybody. Again, thank you so much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. This truly is your time to put your family on the other side of the poverty line and the other side of the fun line, owning a business which is truly fun, where you can meet some amazing people. And we can't wait to work with you from the UK here in London, where me and Carl are, to Atlanta, to Ohio, to New Jersey, around the world. We are here to support you to make this one of the best decisions of your life. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll pass you back to Carl Davis.
Thank you very much for that, David. You know, really appreciate your time, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to open up the line. So, guys, if you do have any questions, please don't be shy. If you do have any kind of background noise, please keep your mics on mute so we can actually hear any questions that anyone have to ask. So, yeah, any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself and fire away. If you've been invited here by any of our business partners, amazing business partners, Shanelle, you know, Evadne, Claudia, or Samantha, then please do get back in touch with them. Let them know.
But I'm going to tell you, it pisses me off that you try to touch me, but sometimes you don't touch me, I'm coming ready in the morning. I'm going to tell you the honest truth.
If you don't have any questions.
No, because, I mean, you see, you home, you don't have.
As best as we can. So I can see there's no questions, but before you actually go, I just want to sort of like, you know, play a quick little video just to sort of like show you a little bit more about the culture that we actually have here in this amazing, amazing business. So you can actually see for yourself, you know, what it's like, you know, to be in business here. This is my back office, which where are we going here now? So I can actually show you a quick video of this amazing business and basically what we have, in terms of the culture within this business. Take a quick moment, have a quick look at this video, and then we'll be back.
When you look into the mirror, what do you see? Do you see a champion? Or do you look in the mirror and do you see an underdog? When you make the decision that you're gonna win, when you decide to look in that mirror and be the champion, the underdog has nothing to lose, but everything to gain.
It's your decisions that will shape your life.
Most importantly, what this has given me is not just an incredible income, but it's finally given me a place where I feel like I fit in.
Everything that you go through prepares you for your next level. PlanNet Marketing, you have 3 choices. You can give up, you can give in, or you can give it all you got.
Who doesn't want to travel? Are you crazy? Who doesn't want to lie on the beaches right now?
And you have to work out really, really early on exactly what you want from this business. And then you have to wake up every single day excited to dive back in.
We are more than just a travel business. We are more than just a marketing company. That vision is to allow PlanNet Marketing to affect the world in a positive way, to change lives, to change families, to make a difference. Don't quit. You gotta keep going.
See, I don't want you to think that it's easy. And a lot of times people will look and see the leaders and say, man, I want what they have. But the question is, are you willing to do what they're doing?
Your family is depending on you. Your team is depending on you. And you are depending on you.
Because of this business, guys, it's not just making your dreams come true. It's you can make other people's dreams come true and you make a difference.
This business has still just got started, guys. There is so much more to come.
Amazing, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the presentation. If you do have any questions at all, please do feel free to get back to the person who actually invited you here today. And we will be following up with every single one of you. So, we look forward to actually answering any questions you have, in a private little call, with your, colleague who's actually invited you there today. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. And, we look forward to actually following up with you and getting your questions answered. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and have a great afternoon. And we'll speak to you all very soon.